The Celtics took game one from the Dallas Mavericks and in pretty decisive fashion. And today we're going to start off with our stat of the day, and it has to do with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has now lost 11 consecutive games against the Celtics since stepping on Lucky the Leprechaun. He's averaging 20 points per game on 50% true shooting in those games, which is pretty good, the 50% true shooting. And despite all that, he's lost 11 games in a row against the Celtics and hopefully that doesn't continue, because I do not want to see an NBA Finals sweep. So hopefully it doesn't become 14 games in a row losing streak against the Celtics, and then we are done with the NBA Finals quickly, because I'd rather see a 6 or 7 game series. All right, so that's a stat of the day. Next, I want to introduce to you here on these taps our list of the day. And today's list of the day is about NBA final performances, and we didn't have one of these on Thursday, but I want to talk about the 5 best performances in an NBA final game, points-wise, in history. And number 5 is LeBron James with 51 points in an NBA Finals game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We all remember that game in a loss. Then Jerry West, 53 points against the Boston Celtics. Rick Barry also had a huge NBA Finals game of 55. Michael Jordan, second overall, too, with 55. And then, of course, Elgin Baylor holds the NBA Finals record with 61 points against the Lakers, against the Celtics. So 2 of those games have been against the Boston Celtics. And in general, pretty interesting stats, if you ask me. All right. And now to the opinion of the day. And I think this one is pretty simple and pretty easy to get behind. I think this NBA Finals is going to be about whoever road team wins the first game. Usually they say, the series hasn't started until a road team wins a game. But I think this NBA Finals is going to be even more evident of that. And let's not forget the Boston Celtics have lost 2 home games in this playoffs, both of them being road too. And it's really, to me, I think the first road team to win a game is going to win this series. Even if the Celtics go up 2-0 to start off the series, I could totally see the Dallas Mavericks winning 2 in Dallas and tying up the series 2-2 with that game 5, because it's a 2-3-2 format, being such a huge and decisive and like literally a pivotal game for both teams. And in general, I just think this is going to be one of those NBA Finals where we look back at it and say, okay, hey, game 2, the Dallas Mavericks won on the road, boom. Or game 6, the Mavericks won on the road, boom, they win the series. I think that's going to be the most decisive and important part of the whole entire series. Whoever is that first team to win a road game, I think is going to be the team that comes out on top and wins an NBA final and be the NBA champion. And like in general, you just want to see a good series. I know all that. And you want to see Luka, who, by the way, played a pretty good game while Kyrie kind of disappeared. And I think they're going to need that. I think they're going to need a series where Kyrie is damn good and Luka's damn good to beat a Boston Celtics team who's pretty much stacked. As Boston Celtics team that's really good, and a Boston Celtics team that is really poised here to take that final step and win an NBA championship. But don't forget, they were also up, I think, 2-1 on the Golden State Warriors in the NBA championship just a couple seasons ago, and ended up not winning that series. So just because they've won game 1, I think a lot of people might overreact. And in that series too, I think the game in Boston where Steph Curry told him night was the pivotal game of the series, and I think we're going to see something similar this series, whether that's Boston saying night in Dallas or Luka Doncic telling Boston Celtics fans good night. And that's a game 1 kind of, post-game reaction. Fun game, going to be a fun series. I know this it was a blowout, but there was a point there in the third quarter where it sure looked like the Dallas Mavericks were going to make a comeback. So hopefully, everyone enjoys this series. Game 2, hopefully it's fun. We'll try to maybe come in and do a tap right after Game 2. My name is George on Tap. This is part of the Sports on Tap network with me and my brother Sammy. All our stuff is in the description below, so go check that out. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.